Come on.
Release the Kraken! Release the Kraken! Release the Kraken! I might need to give them a refresher course. Release the Kraken! Good morning, guys. So they're still learning the ropes of the new duck house and how to get in and out. They're also still learning how to use the nesting boxes back there. That might require some practice too. I've got the geese in a separate pen today. I might try to introduce them in here soon. So not too far away from our farm is my buddy Tom. Tom is also one of those legendary Peacham Renaissance men. He is our town clerk.
Not only for the tax mapping side, but also for our residents in understanding their property boundaries.
He has a business where he does horse-drawn sleigh rides. And he's also a cattle farmer. And unfortunately, I got a text from Tom last night that one of his Scottish Highland steers is missing.
Have you seen this boy?
And he's asked for my help to try to track him down. So I'm gonna take you guys with me as we try to go hunt for cow.
And we did see tracks on the road on Friday morning. This road, but they never made it up to the barn. It's like sometimes you don't know whether you're tracking a cow or a farm. All right, so we do this? Yeah.
Do you want to start here and look around?
Yeah, if we could just check the perimeter of this field, because presumably he's trying to get back in. And so if we could do this field and then do that field over there, there's some black Angus up there. Those are the troublemakers that drove him out. And then we'll move down to where we last saw evidence, if that's okay.
Yeah, totally.
When I go in the woods, there's times when you can actually hear him, but he won't let me get close to him, and I think he can't tell me away from like a coyote, deer, whatever.
Right.
So he's running away before he knows what the threat is. So that's why the drone would be so helpful. Yeah. If you could catch him running, then I could presume push him back to the
right, exactly. All right, well, let's start looking.
Are they not repairable?
You can repair them. It's
just sometimes not cheap.
Yeah.
I crashed this one once, and it was like $150 to get it repaired.
Is that when you flew out the window?
Yeah, so I did this cool shot actually, because Rusty's barn's exactly like mine. So I flew out of I went in and out that window, and I nailed it perfectly. But then I was so excited, I forgot that there was like this maple tree right behind it, and then boom, it went like crashing down.
But the video is really cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool when it happened.
Come on, hey. Come on, sweetie, come on.
Hey, come on. No, you gotta stay away from that there, girl. really feel for Tom in this situation. I mean, there's the emotional attachment that you have to the animals, which I can completely understand, but then there's also the financial investment. I mean, you know, I lose a duck or a goose, I'm out, I don't know, somewhere between 25 and 60 bucks. He loses a cow like that, that's a lot of money. All right, I'm starting to run out of battery, so I'm gonna have to bring this thing down. No luck so far. Any luck? Oh man,
Battery's dead.
this one battery's dead, but I got a couple more.
Cool.
So I got 2 more.
You want to drive down and check the swamp out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to our log landing, where it's not necessarily what her be, but I think it's a great launching point to then look over that swamp. And I'm worried he's such a heavy animal with short legs. He just got mired in mud.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's still with us. In Gaelic, for the term medial is for my cattle, which is like over the last 1,000 years or whatever, has turned into my deer or my treasures, like a term of endearment. But it's, to me, super cool that like every time I see him, I can't help but like say that phrase over and over again. Like, you know, yes, I'm gonna eat these guys, but I'm totally in love with them. I think they're the perfect breed for this model I'm trying to work, that carbon negative beef. I think this is gonna be the answer. It's an extremely thick swamp that's very wet, like it's hard to walk in.
Right.
So we're gonna launch from just over here on the left, where we can park and get off the road. But if we could search this area here.
So tell me about this cow that we're looking for.
His name's Frosty. He's probably 1,600 pounds, and he's got these 48-inch horns. I think he's 6 years old. He's the nicest cow you'll ever meet. He's terrifying in some sense because he has these huge horns, but all he wants to do is just, if you pet him once, he just follows you around, and he'll nudge you until you pet him again. They're just really like dogs. They're just so cute. Just on the other side of this, maybe 30-40 yards right over here is where I'm, this area.
I guess that's cow hunting in 2019.
Certainly is pretty out, makes it easy to be here.
Yeah, where we live doesn't suck.
No, the woods around here is so fascinating, and I've only ever spent time in my own, but to explore the neighbors' properties, we live in a beautiful part of the world.
Yeah, no, especially this time of year, it's actually my favorite time to wander the woods.
Yeah, it's just starting to open up so you can see a little bit, and the different.
But you don't have the snow cover that makes it impossible, like
That's
in the
right.
winter. Like, yeah, no, I know. I think this is like the peak wood wandering point.
You can see where it came down. See that grass trail? I'll pull forward so you can see. It's like here, 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 here.
Yeah.
Up here.
I don't think a moose. Well,
Besides, that's a dog trap.
yeah.
That's a cute dog. Then right here, that's a foot.
It's a dog walker, definitely.
Yeah. Tracking dog walkers. If you shoot straight up, you'll see a field in the distance, and it'd be great to get to that perimeter.
Okay, so like out there.
Out there, and then the other spot would be straight up, and there's a big field over there where there's a lot of horses. I would think he would try to go to other animals.
All right, let's give it a shot.
See how there's like this road here and this road here?
Oh, I see what you mean.
That triangle there is a place I've never looked, and it's right where this goes.
What are you gonna do?
Well, we have tracks and a trail. I'm just gonna keep walking through the woods and see a sign of him. It doesn't make sense for him to go far, so I think he's gonna be, I'm hoping he's right here in some capacity, and just won't find him.
Yeah, no, me too, man.
Yeah,
That sucks. All right, well, let's keep looking.
yeah. Thanks, Morgan. Yeah, man.
So after a couple more hours of looking, Tom and I didn't have any luck at all. It's kind of frustrating. If you guys happen to be in the Peacham, Danville area and happen to see Frosty, please let us know. We really hope he comes home soon.
Highland. The one behind is Carly. The one with the black nose is Frosty.
Ah. So Frosty's the one that went on the joyride.
He's the one who went on a little adventure.
And then
Just watch the horns. I mean,
Yeah.
not malicious, they're just
they just
there.
don't know how big they are probably. Yeah. He's like, Daddy, more food.
Yeah, this is why grading can be a bad idea. Because it's not like they're malicious towards us, it's just a lot of horns.
Yeah. I don't have any more.
Frosty's super friendly.
What's up, buddy?
Hi.
What's up? What's going on?
And
Hey, Frosty.
you ran away, huh? You good.
It's like, I didn't mean to, Dad.
Good, you ran away for such a long time and you left me alone. I was in the woods forever looking for you. Why did you do that to me? Why did you do that? Why wouldn't you come home?
So, Tom,
Yeah,
what happened?
Jake Nunn, he's 88 and has one arm and he bow hunts. And he's like wicked old timer. He'll tell you all the great stories of Peacham and its history. He almost ran into him coming out of the woods in the dark. Like his four-wheeler almost crashed into him. His son's wife saw the post on Facebook about Frosty missing, and she jumped in her car, ran down to our house, and here I am in my really sweet flannel PJs, jump in the truck, and we're off to the woods. It's like 9 o'clock at night. The kids are ready for like beyond bedtime, and for an hour there was Jake, his son Jesse, his daughter-in-law Rose, and grandson and granddaughter, and we're like have cameras and we're looking for tracks and we're just running through these fields and forests, but like a mile and a half from where he was supposed to be, and there's like no logical reason for him to wander from his herd. But no sign, he was gone. The next day Jake saw him again, only to get another phone call on my cell phone. This time I had service. He's at Dottie Morton house, which is the property next door to where we were searching. So I jump in my truck, I'm hauling through these woods roads, I'm sure I broke something, and I get to Dottie's house and she's just hanging out in her driveway with this massive beast with horns as wide as she is tall. She's this tiny little thing, but she also has red hair, and I swear they fell in love, both being, you know, Frosty certainly has a soft spot for redheads. So she's feeding him apples, and I'm like, Dottie, like, how did you catch him? Oh, he was headed into my garden. I didn't want to lose my squash. And so she went out to yell at him, and instead she fell in love and started feeding him apples. And from there, we were able to put a round pen around them in place and transport them back to the farm.
And so is Frosty happy to be home?
Oh my God. We're all happy he's home.